Hey guys, so today I'm actually going to be starting on the actual hutch. So this thing is pretty big, and one of the issues I was trying to figure out is how I was going to get in these little tiny areas where you can't really put a brush or anything. So I went to Michael's and I found these like little tiny tools. Like it's super sunny out here on my deck, so I'm like, I can't see, but I got these. And so I'm hoping that this one I'll be able to get in there and kind of cover that edge. I mean, the good thing is that this the outside covers it, so I guess unless you really look like sideways, you wouldn't even notice whether it was painted or not. But I'm gonna do my best to get it painted because that would drive me nuts if I left it that way. So because this hutch is so big, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to start and finish the inside first. So I'm going to completely paint all of in here, and then all of the parts that I'm going to paint in the inside and the bottom. And I will probably either do two coats or triple coat it. And then once it's completely done, then I will move to the outside. The reason why is a lot of times I'll paint both inside and outside, but this thing is so big that I just feel like if I paint the inside and move to the outside, I'm going to end up with paint all over me. So just from brushing up against stuff. So I figure instead of doing that, I'm going to complete the inside like today, if hopefully, and then I will start the outside painting, which it looks like it'll be pretty easy, a lot easier than this upper part on the inside. So I want to do the hard part first, and then once I get that done, move to the outer part, which will be easier. And then I also got this really small, like, it's like a roller, and it's only like this big, so that should help too. And it has like a little tray, so that should help. But yeah, hopefully this does not turn into a disaster since I can't really access certain parts in this hutch because there's only one main door. So we'll see how it goes, but as soon as I get the paint on, I will go ahead and video it so you guys can take a look at the progress that I'm making. So hopefully this goes according to plan. Okay, so I know I said I was only gonna paint the inside, but let me tell you, it was so hot out here that as I was painting, the paint was drying really fast. And by the time I got done with the bottom shelves down here, I just was like, oh, I'll do a little bit more. Oh, let me do the edge around the bottom. Oh, let me do this. Next thing I know, of course, because this is what happens with me, like, I can't stop. Like, when I start something, I have to finish it. So, like, here we are. Yep, here we are. So, mind you, I'm out here dying, and for some reason, I kept getting attacked by these stupid bumblebees, like over the paint. So, they were like chasing me around. It was a hot mess. But I managed to get this whole thing painted. So, it actually turned out really good. For the first coat, I really, really recommend this paint brand. I got it at Lowe's and it's called Valspar, and it's the signature Valspar signature brand because they make like different ones. I really recommend it. One thing that I noticed about it, I've used other Valspar paint. It was like a different kind though, and this one is super, super thick. So, like, I barely have used, like, barely any paint out of a gallon of this paint that I bought. It is a little pricey. I believe I paid like 50 bucks for a gallon, I think. But paint's expensive anyways. Um, but the one thing I can say about it is like, this is only one coat that I put on. And I mean, like, if you look close up, you can see, you know, like spots where, of course, you're going to have to go over it again. But for being like one coat, it actually covered absolutely amazing. I am really, really, really digging this color. And once you see where this hutch goes in my dining room and you see like the colors of my dining room, you'll kind of understand why I have this color. but I'm really digging it and I'm super excited because today I ordered the hardware for the cabinet handles and the drawer handles. So if you know anything about me, you know I like everything blinging and sparkling. So yes, I've got handles that have crystals on them because I couldn't help myself. But I'm definitely digging the color of this. This color is absolutely gorgeous, and I'm really glad I went with this color because I was going to do a really pretty, like, deep, vivid royal blue, which also is a color in my dining room. But I'm really glad I did this one because I actually put it against our gray wall. So we have a gray wall in our house. It's the only colored wall we have in our house besides all the white ones. And it really popped against the gray wall. So that's why I decided to use this color. So I'm really excited I did because it turned out amazing, and I'm really happy with this paint. So I'm going to continue using this brand for sure, and the Signature brand at that, because it's amazing. Like, if I showed you the paint can of how much paint I've used to paint this, and like I'm working on the doors and the drawers, like literally there's barely any paint missing. Like, I'm not even close to like even a fourth of a can missing yet. So it's definitely worth the paint. It's definitely worth the price because I'm definitely getting my money's worth with it. Unfortunately, I'm probably not going to be painting anything else this color, but at least I'll have paint for touch-ups. So that's pretty cool. I always like to keep extra paint on hand so that anything happens, I can touch it up. I do that with my walls. Like, I literally touch up the trim in my house and the white walls like probably every so many months. I just walk around and touch it all up. It's definitely worth it to buy this paint. I probably could have got away with, well, I don't know, it's gonna say the smaller little can, but maybe not. So we'll see how it goes, but for now it is turning out absolutely amazing, and this color is awesome. So stay tuned because we still have more to do.